say, be a family, then I'll break all the protocols in the world. Today happens to be the day that my wife assisted me to change my status and refused to marry more than one by the way they lied to me, join my church to lie to me. Today is the day we are celebrating. So and that happens to be my wedding anniversary, my legal marriage anniversary.
So how many years?
That has been a souvenir that we are counting. You pay and then we tell you. So once you didn't attend our wedding, those who came to the wedding counted that my traditional marriage had 1,000 people. Is there, the record is there. And
1,000 people?
Yes, we had 1,000 people. And so my mother was even scared for our wedding. And you know the funny thing, on the day of our traditional marriage, it rained from morning till evening. So all those who came to were wet. So if you watch our video, everybody was wet.
Wow. And
those who had and I didn't hide it. I advertised it on radio and TV and everywhere those days, many years ago. But then social media, then I think Zion fellas, them all of them, they were not started blogging yet, so they didn't have the opportunity. And I've kept the video to myself. So today happens to be the day that my wife decided to forgo all other guys. I mean, all the guys were shameful, nothing. They were not okay. But my wife saw the thing and realized that this is the best man who is going to take me to the promised land. Here comes Reverend Counselor George. Hey! You know, my wedding day, my wife's pastor was shocked. You know, my wife from Pentecost. And I'm married from Pentecost. Laying down here, I'm sorry, forgive me, okay? I mean, people, they are gossipers.
This network thing,
I don't know. We have to start cursing there like Miss Bear is doing. So, I have to celebrate my wife. And we already celebrating my wife's delivery day, which has not come to an end yet. But I want to take the opportunity, thank my mother-in-law, Mrs. Gladys Lai, and Mr. Nelson Lai for allowing me to marry their daughter. Regardless of all the things that happen, they still have the faith in me that all the ex-boyfriends, those vegetable boys who were walking around such a beautiful girl, no come. I mean, they were impossible people are walking around my to-be wife there, you know, those days. But now I've realized that I was the only possible person. I'm not talking about this possible, but there were impossible people around the woman. And wedding anniversary. I want to say thank you to my family for following me to go marry such a beautiful woman. So going, you have seen my wife before. I am not bragging. My wife is more beautiful than the most beautiful thing in Ghana here. There's no other person who is more beautiful than my wife. Anybody who is beautiful than my wife is a ghost. And I'm so happy I'm married to a very beautiful wife. My money is showing that really I'm taking good care of my wife. And I promise her that I will forever marry her. Even though I make a decision to marry a second wife, I will let her be the first wife every day. My wife's regret must be that up to this time, I've not gotten a girlfriend. She should be worried. She should be worried. What is happening? That nobody is interested in me. She should pray against this thing. I pray to God for good health, longevity of life for my wife. I pray that I will not die and leave my wife. I pray that we will never bury any of our children. Amen. I declare that between me and my wife, we will not announce a divorce for anybody to sit in us. The way we have lived so many years that nobody has come to settle our dispute for us. We've not had a dispute yet before. People don't believe. I've never quarreled with my wife before. I swear the clerical I wear. My name is so many years. I swear to the clerical I wear. You can ask my wife. Hey, I'm talking about baby, and I'm talking about my name is the way I'm talking. I'm telling you that I am married to a woman who understands me.
Wow.
And my wife will watch me. If I'm on TV, she'll watch me. If I'm on radio, even when she has to sneak off and watch me and share my video, that alone tells me that she supports the money she's eating. And I'm proud of her. Mrs.
She supports the money she's eating.
I want to say, Mrs. Counselor Abigail.
Oh, your wife is Abigail.
Yeah, she. That's why you see the Bible says that, and Abigail married a foolish man called Nabal until David came to come and marry. So all the boyfriends were foolish.
But they never married her. So
no, so I mean, but I'm telling you,
so you the one who is married to her.
I'm not the Nabal in the life of mine.
No, but your wife was not a divorcee.
No, but I'm not marrying a divorcee.
But you said
so I'm the foolish person now.
Married,
yes, married Nabal. So I'm the foolish Nabal
you
now.
So said, and
foolish
you
Counselor
Lutterodt who also said that. Yeah, so I
would die. So I would die as a Nabal. I would die as a Nabal, so that the David will come. But the David will enjoy, because anybody who marries my wife will enjoy the good thing. I'm taking good care of my wife. I thank my wife.
for that one.
So Goima, I've not bought anything for myself ever since I got married. If I buy anything home, it's haram. It's a wrong thing for me to do. My wife buys everything for me. Until Bodyline Clothing came into my life to start giving me suits, my wife was buying everything I use on TV. She spends on me like crazy. And I'm honored to have a wife like my wife. If the mother is listening, if they produce another woman like this in their family, I'll add it to my wife, because the way I'm getting successful, if I have two, I'll go faster. So I'm pleading with my wife's family members to give me an equivalent person like my wife again, so I can have a second wife, so that my wife can live longer. All of you who have supported our marriage, I say thank you to you. I say thank you to all of you who have come to help her in the house as sisters, as cousins. May God bless you. This marriage we are celebrating will have more years that we are going to celebrate.
Amen.
And there are more children to come, even from outside. Thank you very much, Mrs. Lutterodt, for marrying Counselor Lutterodt. Shame on you people. Shame on you people. That you are talking about what is going on. I want to say it here again.
What is going on?
That anywhere they invite me, I don't care. I'll still speak the truth. So Goima, look, I was not ready to wear this, but I wore it because of my wife. I was coming in red and black. That